His budget provides for education. It is a priority for much of the country, and tonight we're going to take a closer look at a remarkable development in public education. Every day in the country there are substitute teachers in 274,000 classrooms. And 90% of school districts have trouble finding the substitutes they need. Now, only 2 states require that teachers filling in have a teaching certificate. And sometimes the result is unusual substitutes. Here's ABC's Michelle Norris.
Ellen Watkins is a teenager on the move.
What can I get for you?
By night, she works at the Olive Garden restaurant.
Tiffany, Megan, is Richard here?
By day, she has an even more demanding job as a substitute teacher for drama and English at Fort Myers High, the same school from which she graduated just last year.
You know, the parents come up and say, you know, so you're the 18-year-old sub, you know? I'm like, yes.
Ellen may look like a student, but she gets high marks as a teacher, even though she was hired out of sheer desperation. Fort Myers began hiring 18-year-old subs this fall.
If you need no degree and no educational training and no experience, then why not just hire babysitters and pay them an hourly rate?
Who can tell me what you've covered so far?
Across the country, school districts have the same problem. Too few subs and too many teachers who fail to show up for work.
What you try to do when there's a substitute there is do the best you can with what you have.
On any given school day, 5 million American students have a substitute teacher because 10% of the teaching corps has taken the day off. That's the highest absentee rate in decades, 3 times higher than almost any other profession.
There are legitimate explanations: more training days because of school reform, and higher rates of maternity or family leave in a profession dominated by women. But educators suspect there is another reason. Burned out teachers are simply skipping school.
Every now and then, I'm sure people take a head day, as it's called, just a psychological rest of my brain day.
With more absences and more desperation to find subs, more schools are deciding that almost anyone will do.
We're not looking at the bottom of the barrel. We're looking outside the barrel.
So I'm calling to see if you're available today.
Substitute teacher hotlines like this one in Pennsylvania are filling more vacancies than ever.
Okay, I'll give the school a call and tell them you won't be in today.
Educators worry that students will suffer.
It's worse than a day of lost learning. It's a day of confusion for the kids, no matter how good the sub is.
And with rising enrollments and a national teacher shortage, schools will certainly face increased pressure to find more subs, which means decreased hiring standards are here to stay. Michelle Norris, ABC News, Fort Myers, Florida.
Just one other note about Ellen, the substitute teenage teacher. She actually told us she can make twice as much money serving drinks as she can teaching children. Now, in every international incident, when U.S. servicemen are overseas, there are families at home